We've been taught that evolution is a perfect blueprint. We look at a great white shark, a pure killing machine, or a bald eagle, a symbol of power and precision, and we think, nature always gets it right. But that's a lie. The fossil record is a graveyard of wild, bizarre ideas that evolution tried on a whim and then immediately scrapped. This isn't a straight line, it's a drunkard's walk. These are the 7 weirdest experiments nature ever ran, and they'll make you rethink everything you thought you knew. Dinosaurs. Let's start with a creature that gave paleontologists an identity crisis for nearly 50 years. When they first found the massive 20-foot-long arms of the dinosaurs with its huge blunt claws, they were sure they had discovered a monstrous T-Rex-level predator. The name literally means terrible hand. The world imagined a dino with Freddy Krueger hands, ready to tear apart anything in its path. But in 2014, more complete fossils were found, and the truth was hilariously underwhelming. The monster turned out to be a 36-foot-long, humped creature with a face like a duck and a body like a camel. Those terrible hands, they were used to pull up water plants. Its stomach was full of fish bones and over 1,400 stones used to grind up its food. It's like building a high-end muscle car with a V8 engine, only to find out it runs on a hamster wheel. The Dinosaurus is a perfect example of a design that looks intimidating, but was built for an entirely different purpose: ichthyostega. Before life conquered land, it had to figure out how to walk. And the first attempt, the ichthyostega, was a glorious mess. This was one of the first amphibians to venture out of the water, and its designers gave it 8 toes on each foot. If you think that's overkill, check out the rest of the build. Its shoulder and hip joints were so stiff it couldn't lift its legs or move them like modern 4-legged animals. Instead of walking, it dragged itself forward, pulling its body clumsily across the mud like a sea lion. This wasn't a sleek, perfected machine. It was a rough draft prototype. It shows that the first steps on land weren't a confident stride, but an awkward, gear-grinding crawl. Chaerovipteryx. Some ideas are so bad they're brilliant. The Chaerovipteryx is one of them. This ancient reptile from the Triassic period had a unique idea for flying. It attached its wings to its hind legs. Forget the graceful elegance of a bird or a pterosaur. This creature was the first known delta-winged glider, but it looked like something from a rejected sci-fi movie. It was likely a highly efficient glider, but the design required a strange, almost comically long set of back legs and was a complete evolutionary dead end. No other flying animal in history ever repeated this bizarre engineering choice. It's a testament to the fact that evolution isn't always rational. Sometimes it just throws things at the wall to see what sticks. Janjucetus dillardi. Think of a modern whale and you probably picture a gentle giant filtering tiny plankton. The Janjucetus laughs at that idea. Discovered in Australia, this was a prehistoric whale, no bigger than a dolphin, with a mouthful of razor-sharp teeth. It had a reinforced skull and eyes the size of a tennis ball. It was literally designed to hunt. Scientists described it as a shark-toothed whale and a fearsome predator. This is a shock to the system. It shows that the ancestors of the peaceful blue whale were once the ocean's top-tier assassins. It's like finding out the family station wagon was once a drag racer, a complete, unexpected turn in the evolutionary road. Esteminosuchus. If you thought glandular skin, horns for combat, and complex social behavior were exclusively mammal traits, meet the Esteminosuchus. This reptile lived 267 million years ago, long before mammals were even a concept. Yet it developed strange, bony horns for communication and fighting. Even more surprisingly, a fossil preserved imprints of its skin, showing it had a hairless, glandular hide similar to modern mammals. This reptile-like creature invented some of the most important mammalian features millions of years before mammals themselves appeared. Its branch went extinct, but its ideas were later re-engineered by evolution. It proves that sometimes the best inventions are just waiting to be rediscovered. Tully monster. For a scientific mystery that just won't die, look no further than the Tully monster. Discovered in the 1950s, this bizarre creature lived 307 million years ago. Was it a worm, a mollusk, an arthropod? For decades, no one knew. In 2016, a study claimed it was a vertebrate, a relative of the lamprey. But just 2 years later, another group of scientists challenged that finding. The debate rages on today. The Tully monster is a powerful reminder that science isn't a textbook of absolute truths. It's a never-ending investigation, a cold case that remains open, waiting for the one piece of extraordinary evidence to finally crack it. Enigma cursor. You might think we've already found all the dinosaurs, but you'd be wrong. The Enigma cursor Mollyborthwicki, a small, fast-running dinosaur, was just recently announced. For over a century, the Morrison Formation in North America was a fossil gold mine. But researchers were focused on finding giants like the Stegosaurus and Allosaurus. The smaller stuff got tragically overlooked. Finding the Enigma cursor is like digging in your backyard and finding a rare diamond in a spot everyone thought was picked clean. It proves that even in the most well-trodden territory, there are still countless secrets waiting to be unearthed. The history of life on Earth is still being written, one discovery at a time. So why are these 7 the strangest creatures? Because they represent the very best examples of evolutionary nonconformity. Each one is a failed experiment in a different way, showcasing how evolution is a process of unbridled, unpredictable innovation. From a predator turning into a plant eater to a mammal's trait appearing on a reptile. They are not mistakes, but rather a profound glimpse into a universe of what-ifs, of brilliant ideas that either didn't work out or were simply too weird to be repeated. These creatures challenge our assumptions and remind us that the story of life is far more imaginative and bizarre than we could ever guess. Evolution isn't a perfect straight line. It's a crazy process of trial and error, and sometimes repeating forgotten ideas. These creatures aren't just strange fossils. They're living proof of nature's limitless creativity. Which one of evolution's experiments impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to see more strange science stories like this, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next video.